So I'm not quite ready to let go of the audit process because something that I always experienced when I was in practice, and I tried to implement something new in the firm, is the onboarding process is so different from one company to the next. And sometimes there was just insurmountable friction in that process. How do you help law firms get past that, for lack of a better word, reluctance to open their vaults?
Yeah, yeah. So are you saying like it was always a pain onboarding? Like if you brought on a new software, like a vendor like us, you'd be like, oh, it's kind of a pain onboarding this, or
Yep,
okay.
that's exactly right. Like, all right, I have this audit. Great. They sent me a 40-page questionnaire to fill out. Is that the experience, or is it can you somehow, tighten that experience for your customers?
Yeah, yeah. So part of the reason we do the audit is because we want to avoid the friction. In the AI space, there's a lot of shiny objects. There's a lot of things that people think would be really cool to build, or maybe even that they want to build. Or there's probably even lawyers out there who have gone into Claude themselves or Replit or any of these no code tools and been like, oh, I want to try to build, this agent to see if it can do this or this intake process, whatever it may be. Part of the reason we do the audit is we're looking for, one, is it possible to build what we want to build? Is it reliable? Is it scalable? And is it tied to an actual business outcome? And then we're also looking through the firm to understand, which employees are most ready or most open to AI, and then we need to make sure that we're training them on it. So we really focus on those grand slams first, so that we're building something that is actually useful, that's easy to use, and that's actually going to, help with the work. And I think focusing on those grand slams instead of focusing on a bunch of different shiny objects ensures that we avoid the issue of, building something that never gets used, or building something that can't be used because there's not technical know-how. Like, this should be an easy thing that is, implemented in the firm in a simple way, as opposed to, having to learn a whole new software, or, train a whole new employee. I don't know if that answers your question, but it's the reason we do the audit is because we don't want to waste our time on things that aren't going to actually be used. So we dive deep, identify those solutions, present them to, Ron, for example, if you did have a law firm. And then we say, these are the grand slams we identified. How do you feel about these? Good. Okay. We can even show you a mock-up of how they work. And then, the goal is for them to be as simple to use as possible.